Like and subscribe now, or you're gonna have bad luck this week.
Google Earth is almost 16 years old. That is 16 years of the service telling us which exit to take, recalculating when we completely miss it, and not yelling at us about it like a human with a street directory would. Well, unless you use an Australian voice. Just kidding. The application definitely made traveling easier, but that isn't all it tells us. People have found some of the creepiest and weirdest things while searching things on Google Earth in their free time. Today, we are looking at the strangest things ever found on Google Earth. Number 1 will definitely shock you, so watch out for that. Number 11. Bigfoot. A video posted on YouTube showed the photos taken from satellite imagery sites that showed a mysterious dark shape lurking in the forest along the Canadian highway in British Columbia, Canada. Interestingly, unidentified creatures can only be seen from a certain angle. The clip was uploaded by supernatural phenomenon researcher Wow4Real and has been viewed more than 7,500 times so far. YouTube user Kevin Scherf believed in what he saw and wrote, "I told you that there's a Bigfoot, the evidence is as clear as it is today." However, others say that it's just a tree trunk. The video actually shows a figure lurking in the forest. Is the Bigfoot really true? Number 10. Crabzilla. A picture that showed a huge 50 feet long crab made waves on the internet a few years back. While some insist it is proof of Crabzilla, others argue that the shadowy figure is nothing more than a playful hoax. The image shows the outline of a crab, dwarfing the fishing boats resting on the nearby pier. It is shaped like a Japanese crab, which is the largest known species of crab, and it's measured to be more than 12 feet. The photograph was posted on a website called Weird Whitstable, an online collection of strange and unusual sightings in the town. Its owner, Quentin Winter, said that at first he thought the image was sent to him by a follower, showed an unusual sand formation, but that he is now convinced it is a monster of the deep. Number 9. KFC. Considering the number of people who troll Google Earth in their free time, it isn't surprising that enormous advertisements have started popping up in remote areas for their viewing pleasure. A concept known as mapvertising. The world's largest Coca-Cola logo, for example, can be seen on a hillside in Chile. It is said to be made of 70,000 empty Coke bottles. An 500,000 square foot picture of Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC, who is also in the logo, appears at just off Extraterrestrial Highway in Nevada. That's how the biggest companies in the world roll, especially when it comes to advertising. Or should we say, mapvertising. Number 8. A giant spider. Who isn't afraid of spiders? All of us probably remember getting scared of finding spiders in our rooms. Spiders are not really that dangerous if you think logically, unless you are living in Australia. But you know what's more terrifying than a normal spider? A gigantic spider. On an island in the middle of the ocean, Mexico Greek found an unusual thing in one of the images they obtained of the island from Google Earth. Yes, it was of a giant spider, which was seen crawling on one of the hills. The organization hasn't been able to identify where the creature could have appeared from, considering the fact that the place is a lifeless area. But it could be that the spider could have gotten there from inside the ocean. If you think spiders cannot swim, think again. Many spiders are known to swim in water. There is water known as the diving bell spider that swims in the ocean. Could it be the descendant of one of the giant spiders which was seen on the island? Let us know your views on it. Number 7. Sandy Island. Next up, we have the most mysterious island in the world. Because our maps were consistently updated with input from explorers and cartographers, it wasn't uncommon for an unknown piece of land to show up on them. While it's an error most of the time, on occasion maps do contain things we had no idea existed. Take the Sandy Island in the Pacific Ocean, which showed up on some maps but not on others. In reality, there's nothing there and has since been removed by Google Maps. It's not entirely an error though, as the island has been showing up on maps since at least 1876. It was first recorded by a whaling ship called Velocity, and we still have no idea what it is that they saw there. Interesting thing that it is not blurred, as it has been completely wiped out from records of Google Maps. Can the government be behind this? We might never know what goes on there. Number 6. The Loch Ness Monster. State-of-the-art sonar equipment, a yellow submarine, and even a white witch have all been used to try to find the elusive Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster is a creature said to live in Loch Ness in the Highlands of Scotland. A monk was the first person who claimed to have seen Nessie in the 7th century. The first photograph was taken in 1933, but the scientific community has never confirmed the Loch Ness Monster's existence. but it seems all you really need to track Nessie down is an iPhone. Mysterious images taken from space are making waves with Nessie fans, as they appear to show a creature swimming in the world's most famous loch. The pictures were captured separately by two amateur hunters, Peter Fain and Andy Dixon, as they used an iPhone satellite map app. It had been feared the 1,500-year legend was over after 18 months without a recognized sighting, but now enthusiasts' hopes have been raised again. Number 5. UFO sighting in Antarctica. Most countries are now on the map, which provides a broad view of the world. Alien believers also use it, and they believe they have observed the form of alien life. It is believed that a UFO landing site was found in Antarctica. In a screenshot of Google Earth, a huge disk was seen by a user. It could easily be a hiding place of aliens, as Antarctica is still the least discovered part of the world. In another image, you will see a small depression in the snow with no other traces around. An outstanding representative of the Russian UFO community, Valentin Dekhterev, believes that the location is a sign of alien life forms. It is 65 meters wide and 230 meters long, so it is large enough to be used for shipbuilding. What do you guys think? Is it real? And are aliens planning to take over the Earth? Number 4. Megalodon. This picture may provide the whereabouts or at least give some surety that the Megalodon shark still exists. The photo was taken in the month of November 2017 from Google Earth. The picture taken shows a shadow of what looks like to be a shark. Explorers analyzed this picture very carefully and said that this creature could easily be bigger than 70 feet. We know that the Megalodon is believed to be around 60 feet. This picture from Google Earth could actually be of a random Megalodon roaming in the ocean. The scientists have discovered just 3 to 5% of the Earth's waters, so we don't really know what kind of creatures exist in the deepest part of the oceans. This picture was taken from the Persian Gulf of the Indian Ocean. It was later sent to experts at the University of Columbia. They couldn't believe what they had found. Due to the huge size of the creature, they strongly suggest that it was the sighting of a Megalodon shark. What do you guys think? Number 3. Mysterious pyramid. This find from Google Earth shows an anomaly that some believe could be an unknown pyramid. Dozens of anomalies in Egypt have been detected using Google Earth in the past 5 years. However, there's a debate as to whether they represent natural features or artificial structures. More information about this mysterious pyramid is needed, but the security and economic situation in Egypt has limited the number and size of excavations. Number 2. Biggest word. Hamad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan, a billionaire sheikh and member of Abu Dhabi's ruling family, had his name carved into the sandy surface of Al Futaizi Island, an island he owns in the Persian Gulf. At half a mile tall and 2 miles long altogether, the letters Hamad may be the world's largest. Regardless, they're visible from space. Normally, words written in sand wash away, but these letters are large enough to form waterways that absorb the encroaching tide. Indeed, at the times these satellite photographs were taken, said tide can be seen flowing through the letters all the way to the M. Number 1. Gigantic alligator. A mall in Dubai found an alligator and had him delivered to them from Australia. The alligator is one of the biggest of its species, reaching almost 5 meters in length and yes, almost 1,600 pounds. Let your imagination run wild and see for yourself how big that really is. The alligator is expected to grow consistently for almost 50 years, but that is nothing compared to the alligator shadow which was found on Google Maps, also in Dubai. The alligator was expected to be as big as a 2-story house and was measured to be 10 meters in length. People have said that this picture was photoshopped, but gigantic alligators have existed years back. Saucosutros roamed the earth for centuries, millions of years back, and ruled the earth for a really long time, but that was about 145 million years ago. They were so huge in size, no one really challenged them. The bones of the alligator have been collected and showcased in museums with other ancient creatures, but they were wiped around from the face of the earth after some time. Could this be one of the species? And what if more of them are inside the oceans? Maybe one day we'll find out. Which one of these did you find the most interesting? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.